Hey, Tamira here, and I am working the late shift in my business. That is, I tend to work in shifts in blocks throughout the day. So come on in, let me know where you are watching from. Come on in and let me know where you're watching from. Getting myself situated here, and got a lot going on. So really excited. Some new, got some updates for DBA. A new module dropped. That module is on how to launch. So if you struggle with launching, it's a great module. It's a bunch of really short videos to help you plan your launch so that you can make the most of your launch. So I'm really excited about that for new folks. I've been launching for years, so I don't really struggle with launches, but it's always good to have that backbone there, something that you can rely on. And once again, I have way too many tabs and windows open. So I still haven't sent an email. I need to send an email out. Tuesdays and Thursdays are the best days to send emails out. But the best day to send an email out is actually the day you send an email out. I'll put it to you that way. The best day to send an email out is the day you send an email out. It's better to send an email out on a day that's not a peak day than to not send an email out at all. So while Wednesday is not necessarily the best day, it's still better than not sending an email out. So we'll get that email out. Waiting on this to load. The internet has been so wonky today, and I have good service, so I don't know why it has been tripping, but we will get it figured out. So I do need to try to go to bed early tonight, because when I go to bed later, I wake up. It's weird, because if I go to bed later, I still will wake up earlier, and then I will be up for a while, do some things, and then I'll fall back asleep. And I feel like I miss a key part of the morning doing that. So I want to get to bed and get up at the right time, which is like between 5 and 6 o'clock, not 3 or 4 o'clock. So I got to get that readjusted, get that fixed. What else am I working on? Today I had a marketing meeting with something that I'm involved with. And then I had my small group mastermind, a group of about 5 or 6 of us that get together, and we help each other with business questions and, just stay in the game. So that's an hour and a half, the second and the fourth Tuesday of the month. So we had that this morning. And in that, we always celebrate, what are we celebrating? Because that's something we often forget to do. We will focus on the negative. We will focus on the bad stuff. And so I shared that I had no intention of, but I had launched DBA and was excited about that. And with that being said, I had several people ask me for the link, and they are signed up for the DBA preview and reviewing that. And I actually have a appointment scheduled for tomorrow to talk about it with somebody, and another one for someone all the way in Luxor, Egypt on Thursday. So doing that outreach is really, really key, right? As what I tell you is part of your daily income producing activities is to, reach out to so many people each day, not just for follow-up, but people that you need to reconnect with, people that you've already been connecting with, keeping the conversation going, okay? Keeping the conversation going. So yeah, today was a very productive day. It was an early start day, and because I didn't get to go back to sleep after waking up, at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I did not really go back to sleep because I had that 9 o'clock and I didn't want to miss it. It was kind of important. So got on that marketing call. It was a good call. And then immediately after that, I have like about 30 minutes, and during that 30 minutes I got some things done, meditated mostly, and then went into my mastermind call. The masterminds are great. I really love the masterminds, and I was supposed to actually launch a paid mastermind for July. That will probably not be till August or September now, just because things have gotten kind of crazy. I mean, I'm just busy. Like actually, that's what I should be working on right now, is finishing up this blog post, right? ChatGPT was acting a little wonky earlier. And I forgot the most important thing. I woke up to an affiliate payment today for my beauty business. I still have an active beauty business. I don't actively promote the products much anymore. Every now and then I'll throw a video into my syndication loop, and woo, woo, yeah girl. So I will throw a syndicated video, a video that was created like 2021, 2022, and let it do its magic. And so I have Pinterest pins up that are still active that get customers. I have an existing customer base that orders regularly. So and I actually need to email that list. I haven't emailed that list in quite some time. So I do need to do that. So whoop whoop, says my girl M. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. Definitely need to get on the For You page with this. But yeah, my little beauty business that I don't really promote has done quite well so far this month, for it to only be the 9th. It is only, yeah. So the affiliate payment that I got today was from last month. So it was a decent amount. It was more than I expected. So, you know, that's the thing. If you want to find a good affiliate program that pays you on the customer's future orders, right? So I don't just get paid on that first initial order with this particular program. I love that, you know, they're my customer for life. As long as I have my account active, I will, you know, get my commissions. So I love that. For me, I still sell health and wellness products too. Had some sales for that come through in the last week. So those commissions are just building up for me, and those will pay out at some point in the future too. So that's a nice thing about having the multiple streams, is sometimes you get checks, you get deposits, and you're like, where did that come from? Like last was it last Tuesday or the Tuesday before? And I think it was the Tuesday before, because it was like AMZN hit, my beauty business hit, I got paid through DBA, and you know, because DBA can be daily pay, you know, especially someone who's had like a Stripe account since like 2016, like I have. I can pretty much get paid instantly through my Stripe account. And then my own courses, right? So my own courses, same thing, daily pay. Like you can pay me right now, and I can go into Stripe and say, send it over to my bank account. Just send her over, and it will send it over. Matter of fact, let me look at my account right now, because I transferred my money from my beauty business account over to my other account. So let me see that it did go through. It should be there. You know, if yep, it's there. It is there. Definitely there. So grateful for that, right? And sometimes the amounts are bigger than others. Sometimes they're less. I don't get paid on much of a team anymore with that, and that's okay. You know, so I'm just grateful for what I do get, you know, between my marketing and I have customers who love those products, and every time they order, I get a commission upwards of at minimum 20%. It usually ends up being about 25 to 30%, but even at 20% on that, and I mean, they're not cheap products. So you know, and people tend to buy in bulk. They tend to spend a few hundred. In fact, on the 4th of July, somebody reached out to me, a personal connection, and placed a $200 order with me on the 4th of July. So that's the thing. It's just like, always be moving, always be grooving, always be making offers. Always, always, always have something to offer. You got to have something to offer, okay? So as I always say, you need a high converting product and you need traffic, right? And so I have a high converting product. I mean, look at my skin. I'm 50. That's not just DNA, you know, like you see that glow. I use really good products, and it happens to be the products that I have the affiliate link for. And so that's actually how I got those really loyal customers, is by doing my skincare routine. You can go back to, on this account, you can scroll back and you will see lots of skincare videos. You'll even see, you know, some of my weight loss journey. I haven't really picked it back up, but I just need to tone back up like I had been last year. So, and get back on my fat blaster. I'm not on my fat blaster. So, you know, this thing is, that's what I love about DBA and BPU, is because you are not tied to one thing, right? Because some of these network marketing, MLM, direct sales companies, they want to own you. They don't think you should be promoting or talking about other things, the leaders. And by the way, some of them are not okay. Some of them are just not okay. I mean, they are making the most whiny, most victim posts you ever did see. Like, oh yeah, all they do is whine and complain and gaslight and try to manipulate people. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of it. Y'all should be tired of it too. It really makes me look at some people differently. You know, we all have to move differently, think differently. But I can tell you things are getting better, because there's a little, it used to be like an open pantry, if you're old enough to remember open pantry. There's a open pantry within like 3 blocks of me. It's not open pantry anymore. But it was more of a liquor store that had some food and household items in there. They recently, because they didn't have room to like just add more rows of shelves, so they made their shelves taller, right? So they have more shelf space on top. And so that means they are able to have more different items in their store now. And so I don't know if they got a grant or what, but I'm so grateful, because the other little grocery store around here, I would never go in, and my kids are like, don't go in there, right? So, and they actually are kind of iffy about me going in this one, but it's cool because I know the people there, they know me, and it's a good relationship. So I've noticed that their prices are now going down. Is that MJ? No. I noticed that their prices have gone down, right? So things are getting better. Like, will prices be back what they were a couple years ago? I doubt it. I really, really doubt it. But to see that their prices are going down and more reasonable, it may just be that they just are getting a better deal now because they can buy more, because their orders are more, because they have more shelf space. So I'm really excited for that, because nobody wants to always drive, you know, far to go be able to get quick things quickly, right? I've always loved having a corner store, or being really close to something. In my little suburban neighborhood that I just lived in for almost 10 years, it wasn't so much a corner store as it was like a full-fledged grocery store, but there was also a Walgreens. And so it was just a couple blocks. I love living in a walkable neighborhood, so I would love just walking into Walgreens and getting what I need and coming out of there. But this place has even more food space and things like that. It's like even when the grandkids are here, I can just go in there and grab some cereal and some milk, some real milk, as my grandbaby girl calls it, because she's not feeling the almond milk. She tried to tell me I drink oat milk. That is not oat milk. That is almond milk. Mind your business. She even said that when she was here the other night. She's like, will you give me some cereal and milk? I said yes. And then she goes, real milk. When she was younger, I used to be able to trick her with the almond milk. But she got older. She was like, no, this is not my milk. I want my milk. Now she calls it real milk. So yeah, so I am so far behind. I think my last blog post was in January, and I still have YouTube videos that were posted in November that have not made it onto my blog. Why do I like to put my videos on my blog? Because my blog is my home on the internet. I own that space, right? I own it in as much as so long as I'm not violating the terms of conditions or doing anything shady or that you know, I won't have any problems, right? Because you own it, but your host is still providing a service, right? So it's like you own your home, but you still got to get Wi-Fi, or you still got to get electricity, right? You still got to get cooking gas. If you know, like where I live, it's cooking gas. They just, the building is too old, the edifice is too old, and they just couldn't handle the load if everybody had electric ovens. So we have to have cooking gas here, right? So it's kind of like that with your blog, your website. You own it, but you know, the hosting is what keeps it on, right? So the hosting is kind of like the electricity. If you don't abide by their rules, they can and will shut you down. They usually send you a letter beforehand. I do know people that has happened to. It doesn't happen that often. It usually is because somebody wants to claim content that is on your website. So if you comply and take it down or whatever, then they won't have any problems. So just make, and then you know not to make it a habit to use other people's content, right? So just because it's on a social media platform, just because it's on Pinterest, doesn't mean you can download it and upload it to your website. You are better off to embed it. So like if it's a YouTube video, you can embed. If it's a publicly available video, you can embed it. And if they have a problem with you embedding it, because you're actually helping them out, they're getting more views, which can give them more ad revenue from YouTube, then they can turn it off and they can make it unlisted, right? You know, so once it's public, I mean, it's public, so you can embed it into your blog, into your website. So I really need to do that, and I had to have a talk with myself earlier because I was tussling with ChatGPT, and I have these great scripts. I have these great prompts for ChatGPT, and it's really helped me write my blog post. But it just was not working. It was not giving me what I wanted to give me tonight. So with that said, I told myself, I said, self, is it really worth it to keep tussling with ChatGPT, or just put up a few words and get the video embedded in? You can always go back and make it heftier if you want to. So that's what I'm going to work on. I'm going to try and get some blog posts up, just focusing on making sure I got a really strong SEO title, making sure that you know, I've got some other SEO things in place, but then embedding the video and calling it a day and moving on to the next post. So the other thing you want to do too when you do that is, once that blog post is published, you want to take the link for it and put it in the description of the video, because they really should correlate, and it really helps everything do well and do better in the social media feeds and on Google as well. So just a few tidbits for you, just a few. But yeah, happy to see my deposit made it in. You know, that's the great thing. I'm telling you, when you got multiple streams and you got deposits coming in from multiple places, and you know, even as you're going out and you're spending money buying lunch and that, and your balance is continuing to go up, or your balance is not really being impacted because you've got deposits coming from multiple places. So, you know, I do drive myself a little crazy sometimes. I do, with my perfectionism, or it having to be just the way that I wanted. And that's when I have to have those talks with self and be like, you know what? Done is better than perfect. Done is better than your way, because my way is perfection. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, because I do know and I do believe that that's how you succeed. You do the little things that other people won't do, okay? You do the little things that other people won't do. But it's really important for me to be emailing right now. It's really important for me to be going live and doing all the things, and the same for you also, because you know, there are different posts in that, and I've been talking to people, not even about them, and it's something might come up and they'll be like, oh, what's going on with you? And I'll be like, yeah. And they'll be like, well, I didn't see anything about that. I'm like, well, I posted it. They're not seeing it. You can't control what these algorithms put in front of people. Your followers just really don't count much anymore, because they're not necessarily seeing your content, especially like on this app and other apps like IG. Your followers just aren't seeing your content. So, you know, you gotta stay in front of them, and there is this connection between your email, for example, and people on FB. Okay, so I can tell you, the people looking at my list, and some of them are on my actual friends list, that if they actually open the email is in their inbox. It goes both ways. So if they see me on social media first, then the email service provider will make sure that they see that the email is in their inbox, right? And if they go to the email first, when they go back to FB, one of the first posts that they're going to see is my content. And I know, because I've experienced it when I'm the email recipient and other people that I follow on social media, right? That if I see them in my email inbox, especially if I open it when I go to like IG, for example, they will be right there on my feed. And for the next few days, it will make sure that I see those. So there is a very strong connection and correlation between those two, and that's why I say you have to do all of the things. You'll even see that if you are seeing and engaging with someone on IG, for example, you will then see their post on FB, but TikTok does it too, because they all have these tracking and these cookies, and so they can all see when you are you know, on the other apps, and for how long, and who you're interacting with on those apps. They can figure it out. They absolutely can figure it out. So don't underestimate that. I don't think she liked it. So my outreach today was not as good as it could have been, mainly because I had all those Zooms, right? I had like 2.5 hours of Zoom today, okay? And after that, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, that shit takes me out. I'm like ready to sleep. I am ready to sleep. So let me get this shared out. Get it shared out. Welcome, Jacqueline. Welcome. So the key is to be omnipresent. You want to be omnipresent. You don't want to just be on one platform. You want to be on multiple platforms, because if one is down for the day, doesn't mean you have to be overly active on all of them, but you need to have a presence on all of them, okay? And by having that presence on all of them, that is how you get more people in front of your content. Because if platform A is showing your content to fewer of your followers, then, you know, platform B, that you can get it in front of that many more people. Or like I said, you can increase their chances of them seeing it because they follow you on both platforms, okay? So it's really cool to understand how it all correlates. And you create like what I call a web. This web of content that people kind of get in, and it gets sticky, and they want to be there. They want the content, right? So, you know, that's the great thing, especially about something like DBA, because DBA is going to teach you and show you exactly how to, you know, basically it's going to give you content, right? You're going to get the content from the vault. Here, I'm going to show you. You'll get content from the vault. You'll get the done for you vault, and you'll even get captions that convert to help you with that consistency. So I'm going to pull it up real quick. Those are photos. Don't want to, oh wait. Oh no, okay. I'm making sure, like, my iPad is already out of space. It cannot hold. If you only knew how many photos and videos are in my iCloud, it's embarrassing. It is absolutely embarrassing. So, so yeah. So we don't talk about Bruno, but that is, I was a little concerned about that, because that would be a problem if my iPad was trying to hold all those images. I specifically had to turn that off. I saw Rich on here. He was like with Brooke earlier, and he was sharing how he made $600. He made $600 in stocks today. So that was awesome. Okay, so here is the classroom for DBA, and like I told you, they added that how to launch, so that is there. And it is right, because when you join DBA, you're going to want to know what to do if you're a beginner, right? And so you want to hit that start here. Start here is important because that's your legal stuff, right? Start here is your, oh, sorry, itchy. It's going to give you the legal stuff, and it's going to kind of set the tone and outline the steps that you need to do. And then you're going to move into how to launch, okay? So these are some quick, short videos on launching, pre-launching, preparing for your launch, validating your idea, determining your launch strategy, launch day tactics. So it's really good stuff because I've been doing launches for years now, and I can tell you having a strategy is so important. If you don't have a strategy, you're pretty much setting yourself up to fail, okay? So let's look at some of these wins. I'm addicted to the wins, okay? Rich made $1,800. Oh, this was a week ago. He made over $1,800 and broke $20K in the stay-in store. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. DBA got me a new house. I posted this on a TikTok today. Okay. Brooklyn sharing how she made a move from Atlanta to Dallas, and she has a house in Dallas now. Okay. And she says, God, thank you. DBA has changed my life and the lives of so many. Thank you for trusting me with your people. I got them. This MRR PLR space as a whole has blessed me beyond my dreams. Simply Passive, DWA, and UBC, shout out to those programs. They also changed my life and introduced me to this new business model. Don't stop at DBA, keep going. And that is what I love about DBA, because like I said, a lot of these network marketing companies, for example, they want to own you. They don't want you talking about anything else, and that is actually inhibiting a lot of people's income, okay? New affiliate dropping next month on my birthday, 8/19. Be ready, okay? Win for today, thanking the DBA community and God. Got some great news today, publishing my first ebook on Kindle. Let's win. All right now. Let's celebrate. Hey, wealthy ones, I added DBA on my site. Now let's get the first sale. $1,221 in 2 weeks. I've only been in DBA for 2 weeks, and I've been making sales, sometimes 2, almost every day since joining. I'm so grateful to be a part of this community. Not only am I blessed financially, but the amount of people I've been able to meet these past 2 weeks have been a true blessing. God has opened so many doors since I've joined for me. I'm still shook, and this is only the beginning. Side note, I was in digital marketing since March, so this isn't the first course I've sold. I started with UBC, which was the foundation of my marketing business, but it took me a while to start seeing sales, and truthfully, I made 0 sales with UBC and sales quickly with DBA. I keep telling y'all, anybody you know who has had UBC and not made any sales. In fact, I'm going to make that a curiosity post. But consistency, patience, and going live played a big part for me. Be patient with yourself and don't compare your day 5 to somebody else's day 500. I've been in this for almost 3 months, and I'm just now seeing sales consistently. So let this be motivation and a reminder to never give up. If I can do it, you can too. There it is. There it is. Okay. Thank you so much. I officially hit 1,000 followers on my faceless TikTok. So now I can put my link in bio. All right. A win is a win. I'm hoping to reach more accounts each and every day. Please follow me. Okay, that's not categorized correctly, but okay. Made my first sale on an ebook. I just want to say, don't give up, guys. All of this is a process. I created my own beginner's guide for nail techs in 1 week, launched it today, and got a sale within 2 hours. I didn't even go live. I'm gonna take a picture of this. because I come from the world of beauty. So I've got a lot of beautypreneurs that follow me. So I'm going to take a picture of that so I can use that for social proof, right? When you understand that you are the content, it gets so much easier. When you understand that you are the content. I used to offer doing these really complex content plans for, you know, regular everyday personal brands. Now, my small business owners who have like a brick and mortar location, I will still do a content strategy and plan for them. But if you're a regular everyday lay person, as they say, and you're building a personal brand, like you work a 9 to 5 and then you're building a brand out on your own time, you are the brand, right? So as you're living your life, right? If you are on a weight loss journey, document that. If you are learning and new to digital marketing, that is your content. The fact that you are new and you are learning. I know you've seen those videos of day blah 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 of me going live or me posting until I hit 1 million followers or I hit whatever. So I'm not saying to do that exact strategy, but think about the thought process behind that and why it works, because they literally keep showing up in your feed by just posting that same thing over and over again, right? Like my post today didn't get as much reach. I don't know. I suspect it's because some of the keywords in that I used and put in for SEO are newer and I don't have as much content around them. So what I'm seeing is the algorithm rewards you for continually posting about the same subject, right? And a lot more of my recent videos are definitely searchable and popping up in searches. So if you want to learn more about searchability, that is BPU, and that is the 4th button on the link in my bio. Okay, celebrating my first sale. I'm so proud to announce my first sale today, and even more excited because it was a part of one of the things I wanted for my birthday. Oh, let me tell her happy birthday. Congrats and happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Gotta put a lot of emojis. Gotta get them emojis going. Woo! All right. So, welcome. How I made 20K in less than 10 days. Whoop, whoop. Ebook, I just made my first 2 sales on my ebook. I made my first sale. Now, if you're a beginner, I do not suggest you go start selling ebooks right away. I suggest you spend more time going through and learning the modules of DBA, especially the foundational ones, like learning to launch, setting up your store. You know, they give you 3 different options for setting up your store: Stan, Snip Feed, and Beacons. Most people go with Stan. And then, you know, building a bomb brand, did the digital marketing, the PLR vault, the content vault, CapCut editing, Canva editing. Those are the ones that I definitely recommend you go through. Those are your foundation, right? Even me with the 32 years of sales, marketing, and leadership experience and all of that, I still went through those modules because why not? I mean, you can, there's always something new, right? I learned that working in financial services. But I've always been a continual learner. You never know everything, right? Just started on Threads yesterday for my new account and already got 29 followers. It's not a lot, but a win is a win. Hey, now if you want to learn Threads, BPU has 2 Threads trainings inside of there. And they're really good. They're really good trainings. Took me back to my Twitter days of 2014 through 2018. I absolutely dominated Twitter. And not only collected a lot of leads, got a lot of blog traffic. Twitter, you know, it was a traffic beast back then. So, you know, that's how I've actually been using Threads, very similar to that for the past year. The only difference is back then I could use third-party software and I could create these queues and my content would shuffle and then it would go out to Twitter. But I don't know of anything that will allow me to schedule and shuffle like that with Threads just yet. But when it comes out, Oh, it is on. I also make sure I spend time each day on Threads to actually engage on, you know, very targeted and strategically engage, right? So I'm gonna look here because I think there a Threads module in volume 2. Let me check. Threads. I know I saw something about Threads, but I think it might have been incorrect. No, I do not see Threads here. But if you want Threads training, there are 2 inside of BPU, which is Business Pro University. It also comes with MRR rights, meaning master resale rights. You cannot modify it, but you can sell the entire thing and get 100% profit. That is the 4th link in my bio. People are winning big time with Threads. People are winning big with Threads. So do not sleep on Threads. Like I said, you will get blog traffic. I saw a spike in my blog traffic today because I sent a blog post over to Threads. So you know, Threads will collect leads for you. People get sales from Threads. So stay on your Threads game, okay? It's very easy. It's not very time consuming, and the content is so. What you're gonna love about Threads is it's just a few words, right? You can just drop a thought, like a sentence, right? A hot take, right? Just drop a 1 or 2 sentence hot take, and boom, you're done, right? And then a couple hours later, you can drop another one, right? Every now and then, because Threads is amenable to this, I will do like a multi-thread where I go deeper in thought. Like there's one, I actually turned it into a carousel on Instagram. Let me see if I can find that. A thread, an Instagram carousel, and you can do that as well. So let me see here. I really need to get back on my Instagram game. I have not been posting on IG. I don't know. It's just not fun to me anymore. I just really don't care for it. I really, truly do not care for it anymore. Here it is. Okay, so this is the carousel. And I've also shared it over on FB too. You can even see it has the Threads background there. So here, let me see what I was talking about. Oh, it was my predictions for my 2024 forecast. So it says 2024 forecast heavy on the content syndication, which I've been doing, right? Like, and we already been talking about this on here, being omnipresent, right? Omnipresence is no longer optional or a luxury, but rather a necessity. Here's how to execute without burning out. Okay, I don't know why that's there twice, but 2024 forecast heavy on the content syndication. Okay, diversify. These are the steps. 1, diversify across platforms. Be where your audience is. 2, embrace audio and interactive content for maximum engagement. 3, optimize for voice search and podcast. Stay ahead in the audio game. 4, leverage AI for personalized user experiences. 5 got cut off. Or did I skip 5? Because we go straight to 6. Invest in SEO and evergreen content for lasting impact. 7, encourage user-generated content for authenticity. 8, analyze data for smarter content strategies. 9, emphasize sustainability and social responsibility. 10, ensure mobile optimization for content on the go. And then I do my call to action, okay? So if you struggle with what to post on social media, you definitely want to check out my 2024 social media content calendar. And this was before I bundled it and made it the Next Gen Content Masterclass bundle. Plus bonus 150 viral video and caption hooks to reel in your ideal client, and 93 high converting and non-salesy call to actions, turning more strangers on the internet into paying customers. And because it was Threads, there was a link, okay? And then there was save 50% for a limited time only, okay? So just keeping it interesting, okay? So I will do that, you know, from time to time, because carousels actually do very well on Instagram, and so it's an easy way to make a carousel, okay? Because I'm all about repurposing, resharing, redistributing content, and that is so much easier when you know how to take one piece of content from one platform and the way it should appear on that platform, and then translating it to another piece of another platform. So for example, you will not see it look like this on Threads, okay, because it's just going to look like a thread. And so the screenshot, hitting that share button, and then it having that background, but then also even just taking it into Canva and putting that's some AI, that's my hot chocolate, that's my brand, haute chocolat, you know, with work, you know, ChatGPT and DALL-E creates these for me, and I tell it my brand colors, my jewel tone colors, right? My teals, my aquas, my reds, rose golds, and the ombre hair. You see the ombre hair, okay? I have a brand, okay? I am the brand, right? And so it's not me, it's never me that it puts out, because it doesn't do that. I do have an avatar that is me though, and but I like it to be a different person. I like it to be different ethnicities, different skin tones, different hair textures, different hairstyles, because that's one of the values of haute chocolat lifestyles is diversity, right? And you know, in different ages as well. So that's on the background, so it is branded, but that's for Instagram, that's for FB, and I think I even shared it to TikTok as well, because carousels do pretty well over there also, okay? And, you know, and it's got that luxury like background, so you can see my branding colors here again with the marble and even the outfit choices and the hair, okay? Oh my God, I'm getting really hot all of a sudden, probably from being under the lights, all of the lights. Dun, 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 dun. So I'm doing a lot of talking and not really doing a lot of work, okay? Not doing a lot of work. Oh, well, the great thing about DBA is that it is $111 for volume 1. Volume 2 is your best buy, because volume 2, you cannot separate it from volume 1, okay? And these are not my rules. These are the rules because it is master resale rights, right? So there is a minimum. You cannot sell volume 1 for less than $100. You cannot sell volume 2 for less than $222, okay? And so you also cannot sell just volume 2 without volume 1. So what that means is if you get volume 1, you are going to end up paying a total of $333 when you upgrade to volume 2, because you can't just pay $111. It's $222. So you're better off to just pay the $222 and get volume 2. And so that's the great thing, is there are payment plans through Klarna and Afterpay, okay? So if you know absolutely that you didn't want to do volume 2, then a good thing to do, especially if you're very new to sales, if you're very new to digital marketing, would be to add on BPU, which is Business Pro University. And let me show you that, because I have not shown that on here before. So let's go over here and let's go into BPU. I don't know why I got so hot all of a sudden, but I am like ready to get in the shower. I'm so hot. I'm so haute, H-A-U-T-E. All right, so let's look at the classroom for BPU. The first is a training called your how to sell digital products, right? That's your master's in digital marketing, okay? And then there's that Threads training that I was telling you about, okay? I think it's about 45 minutes long. And then there's how to sell this course. That's maybe about 10, 11 minutes long, right? It's specific to how to sell this course. Earlier today, I was going through the searchability module, right? Now, I could check it off, but I know that because that's a 2-hour training, and I didn't even make it through the full first hour, so I'm gonna leave that unchecked until I complete that module, okay? Email marketing defined. Now, I'm interested to go through it, but I do very well with email marketing. I've been a very successful email marketer for over a decade now, but I'm always willing to learn more. There's also some email marketing in DBA, but it's different, right? This is actual instruction, right? DBA, it's not instruction. It's, you know, some assets that you can use. So it's some templates that you can use, like, whereas this is going to be a lot more of the strategy and the why and the how, whereas but not the how on like how to use an autoresponder, right? Neither one of them do that. Okay, digital marketing starter guide, that again is about a 10-minute video. I've gone through that. The analytics training, there's an analytics training, and there's Threads 2.0, which I think is a little over an hour long. And then there is the media kit, and the media kit is tools, resources that you can use to help you set up your store, as well as the sale of BPU. Okay, and then he did a sales training a little over a week ago, and so that is in there along with the document. And there is another one that's supposed to be added also. Now, what I will say, for example, if you want to start with BPU, that's fine. Just know that you're still going to want DBA, because DBA is going to teach you how to set up the store in order to be able to sell BPU. That's why we say they go together real bad. Okay, they go together real bad. Like, they're not a toxic couple, but because that's what I actually think of when I think of they go together real bad. It's like that toxic kind of love. Like, when it's hot, but when it's bad, it's woo, it's terrible. It's not like that. It's a good, healthy, you know, relationship. So that's good. So that's BPU. It's only $100. You can get started with that for only $25. I like to sell it as an add-on to DBA. I had DBA for about 2 weeks before I joined with BPU, and I do not regret my decision. I sell more of DBA, of course, but you know, if you struggle with how to sell, you're gonna learn that from BPU. Now, you can't, if you're a good study, you can learn it from watching people like me. You can learn it from watching people like Brooklyn, but I don't know. I just think having this structured course that you can go back to, that you can make notes on, because the thing, if you pay too much to other people's content, you not only begin to sound like them, but you actually are starting to send your traffic over to them, because I've lost some sales doing that, so I've cut back on that, right? So again, because those algorithms know, and because I watch it and I've talked to them about it in their inbox, and the next thing you know, they're seeing the video and they're buying from that person directly when they should have used my link. But it's also their fault, because they should have been reading their messages from me beforehand, not after the fact. So so what questions do you have that I can answer? Like I said, I really need to work on an email. I got barbecue under my nails. So yeah, digital marketing is a highly paid skill set. And once you have it, you will never be broke again another day in your life. Now, with that said, it's not an automatic that you will become a millionaire or filthy rich. For some people, for most people, it is little extra money that they are very grateful for when it happens, right? And it can be very predictable. You can really focus on it and really drive up the bag, like we see people doing with DBA. We can see that happen with any affiliate program. I've done it with Constant Contact for email. I've done it with other programs. So, you know, you can do anything when you really sit down and you focus on it, okay? Welcome, Keisha. So, you know, it doesn't have to be that it's just like little jingle money. It can actually be significant money, but it takes strategy, it takes focus, and it takes consistency. You have to really know who it is that you serve and how you serve them. And that's one of the things that I love about DBA, is that you get that Build a Bomb brand training, right? You really get to understand the skill set and really hone your skill set. It's really not a course. DBA is a community with a PLR and a content vault, right? The Build a Bomb brand alone, for example, is worth $1,000. At least I could sell it for 2,000. I have the market where I could sell it for 2,000 for Build a Bomb brand. Easily sell it for $2,000, right? Because the skill set that you get from that module, you can turn around and you can do branding packages, do branding kits for small businesses, and you can charge $8,000, $10,000, $12,000, $15,000 for, right? Now, coming out of the gate, I would urge you not to do that so you don't end up in a court of law because you're still new. What you want to do is charge what I call beauty school pricing, where you're charging less, but you are also sending the expectation that you will get a case study, that you will get a white paper, that you will get a testimonial, and that helps you build your portfolio, your social proof, not only for your content, but to also court new clients and charge them more. People are going to be a lot more willing to take a bet of $15,000 on somebody who has results, and that's why you want more than just a testimonial. You really want to write up a white paper or a case study, and you can learn how to do that with ChatGPT. Okay, so I'm not even going to go into all of that, right? But that's the power of digital marketing and your cash generating income machine, right? Like the ladies that I just mentioned that I launched this, and they were all like, number one, they know if I'm involved, it's gonna make some money. I'm gonna make some money, or I ain't doing it, or I ain't talking about it, right? And so their faces were like, they are interested because people need to make money. There are a lot of people out there struggling with their marketing right now, whether that be selling UBC, DWA, or any of the other acronyms. People are struggling with their marketing. I know people who are doing the worst thing they can do. They are drastically lowering their prices. They're drastically lowering their prices instead of leveling up and going for higher ideal clients. They're lowering their prices, but guess what? They're not lowering their work. So I just truly don't understand that, but it's being done out of desperation, right? It's being done out of desperation. Like, yeah, I admit I joined and I wanted to offer DBA as a low cost option, not because I wanted to lower my price, because I wanted to serve a different market than what I have been able to serve, right? But I'm still serving my higher end market. I'm still serving them. Some of them might cross sell and cross buy, you know, the DBA, but very few of them will. A lot of them are looking at it and they don't understand it and they don't want anything to do with it. And that's okay, because they need to still keep paying me for the courses that I create for my coaching, right? So, you know, yeah, I did get a lower ticket item, but it is still $111. Now, a lot of people, for some people, low ticket means like $7. For some people, low ticket is like $27, right? For me, low ticket is $111, okay? And so I'm serving people. I have people who have bought the program for me who have not been able to buy another program from me, okay? And so I wanted to hit a segment of my audience that I've just not been able to penetrate in the last 10 years. And so now I am able to do that. And so I'm excited about that. Like one of the ladies from Mastermind today, she's not interested in DBA for herself, but for her son, because she got a son who was still sleeping at like noon today. Well, noon my time, it might have been 10 her time, but actually he was sleeping later than that. I think he was asleep till like 5 her time today. So she's like, he needs to be making some money. So she's interested in him learning this skill set so that he can make some money, right? And she trusts that if I'm involved, it's something credible. It's not a scam, right? So you know, that's the power of DBA. So you can go to the link in my bio, and it's the third button, and it's only $222 for volume 2, $111 for volume 1, okay? And volume 1 is at the bottom of the page, so it's all on one page. You'll see volume 2, volume 2, volume 2, and then you'll see volume 1. And I do ask you to check a checkbox if you do decide to go with volume 1, only because you know, you gotta understand that if you upgrade to volume 2, you don't get $111. You gotta pay the full $222 because you can't just sell volume 2. Okay, so there is that. And I have an open calendar tomorrow, except for that one appointment. So I will definitely be doing a lot of outreach. And you know, in a market like now, you got to be doing as much outreach as possible. You cannot just be relying on your content. And I know Matt was talking a lot about that in his last sales training. You know, I have a full sales mastermind that I put together, and we talk about that. Like, there are times, like, I had to come to terms with this a couple years ago. Like, you just can't, content's not enough. And my good friend Dottie Reynolds, my peer, she's over on FB, she talked about it today, that, you know, sometimes you know, attraction marketing isn't enough. Oh, I got somebody who's asking, who responded to me. So I have a friend, she's worked with me in other businesses, and I was catching up with her, and I said, you know, I was thinking about you this morning. There are not many done for you digital products for notaries. She said, that's so cool. I'm still adjusting to the life on the East Coast in preparation for the seasons and such, and a different vibe from LA. Yeah, I don't see how there could be done for you products for notaries, to be honest. Well, let's go to ChatGPT before I respond, okay? Our examples of done for you digital products aimed at notaries. Notary templates, a business marketing kit, operational tools and resources, training and educational materials, branding and stationery kits, visual notary tools. So I'm gonna say, I copied this from ChatGPT. I'm gonna say, well, I had an idea, I had some ideas, but I wanted to run it by ChatGPT to make sure I didn't sound stupid. Well, I had some ideas in mind, but I didn't want to sound stupid, so I double checked with ChatGPT, and here is what came back. Okay, so yes, dear, you have opportunity. Smiley face emoji. I love it so much that I can sit out here with you guys and chat and work and share like the messages that I get, and you know how I respond to them, because I think a lot of people struggle with that. I did a whole training years ago. I should do that training. I should do that, where it's like what to say, because there are times when you're talking with someone on Messenger, right? And you get stuck and you don't know what to say, right? And so what I always do, and this used to happen to me in corporate America too, every now and then an employee would say something that kind of stumps me, and then it would like, it wouldn't fester, but I would be at home like making dinner, and then I'd be like, oh, I should have said this. So I catalog it. So the next time something like that comes up, I got an answer, right? And so, you know, I started a training based on that. Like when you are, the whole premise was how to win friends and influence people on Facebook, right? And so it would be like, well, because the whole thing is you don't want to be stuck just building rapport forever. You want to get to the point. You want to be able to ask, but you don't want to be sleazy, slimy, or salesy when you do it, right? And so for a lot of people, it's really hard to make that pivot, right? And so sometimes people will say something and then they have no idea what to say. The great thing when you're doing it on Messenger is you don't have to respond right away. You can, you know, even if they see that you saw it, it don't mean you have to respond right away. And now you can use things like ChatGPT, but even better than that is just hearing how someone else answers it and what they say. So Yeah, that's taking me back to something I heard another network marketing leader say today, and I'm like, y'all gotta chill with the gaslighting. Y'all gotta chill with the manipulation. Y'all losing the respect of people, and it's me. I'm people. Y'all losing my respect because you're out here gaslighting people, and you just need to get off of your butt. You need to learn some new tricks. You need to get up to date. You need to modernize your marketing. A lot of people are struggling because they are not modernizing their marketing. It could have been me. I could have kept saying, I'm not doing PLR, I'm not doing MRR, and blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. But I kept watching it, and they were really getting me excited. I'm not going to lie. It just was like, I wanted to be a part of this. I was feeling like a fear of missing out, and I could see where it was making sense for me to get to this market that I have not been able to get to and be able to help in the past. And so here we are. Here we are. Here we are. And I love it. Like, I've, met so many new and cool people in the last month, and it has been awesome. Okay? So many tools and resources. And if you know me, you know that I absolutely love marketing. Like, I live, eat, and breathe and sleep marketing. So you get it. Like, anytime I can be a part of a community and it's about marketing and marketing is involved, I'm gonna be in, because this girl loves her some marketing. She loves marketing, right? So give me all the tools, give me all the resources, give me all the learning, because I'm not the type that I just gotta sit. I talked about this the other day, where I just gotta sit and I gotta go through everything first, right? Now, I admit it might look like I didn't go through the content at first, but I absolutely went through it, and I even went live and showed it. However, I didn't know I had to check the boxes for the green bar to show up. So now that I know, I've been doing that, okay? But, you don't have to go through every nook and cranny. There are modules on things that I know, like business formation and that. I mean, there are other modules on stuff that I know, but I just haven't made it to those yet. You can move through these at your own pace. What I'm giving you as the foundational stuff, you want to make sure you go through that. You just absolutely want to, especially start here, how to launch, how to set up your store. Those are really not optional if you really want to monetize it. Now, if you have no plans of monetizing it, I actually still suggest you set up your store, because you just never know. You just never know. You just never know, right? We say affirmations and we put thoughts out there like, money comes to me easily and quickly from sources seen and unseen, right? But you got to be ready. You got to do your part. You got to be ready and willing to do your part. And your part is setting up the store. And if you don't have the store, now that's not a marketing strategy. That's not a marketing strategy to just put the link in your bio, right? But you never know. You go through these modules and you get to really learning something, and you could be talking about something and then go off on a tangent like I do and really talk about how you learned that in DBA and how it helped you. And somebody's like, well, how do I get that? You're already set up, and you can just send them to the link in your bio, right? So you always got to be ready. You got to be ready, get ready, be ready, and stay ready. Get ready, be ready, and stay ready. Get ready, be ready, and stay ready. I need to look at the weather for tomorrow, because I'm already thinking about what I want to eat tomorrow. What is the forecast for tomorrow? Oh, rain. No, okay. Yeah, Wednesday rain. I'm still going out. Still going out. I got to, because I don't cook during the summer. I don't want all that heat. So I'll be going out tomorrow. I think I'm gonna go to my little Greek spot, and I'm just gonna feast. I'm gonna get my little hummus platter with the cheese and the cucumbers. I don't eat tomatoes. And the hummus and the is it falafel? I don't think it's falafel. It's something else. What's it called? I just had it this weekend and it was so good. It was so good. It is fava. So like a fava bean type sauce, and some spicy feta sauce that's really good. And pepperoncini with pita bread is so good. I might even do a large one. And probably a gyro, or either a gyro or a Greek salad with gyro meat. There we are. Gotta verify. Okay. So come on in and welcome. Thanks for watching. I know, yeah, I will definitely get those too. I love the Greek salad. It's so fresh. So fresh. I haven't had anything here that was bad. I really enjoy it. It's a good spot. It's a good spot. I love Mediterranean food. I love Greek food. You know, you might need to join DBA and sell digital products just to support your eating habits, right? Because some of us, you know, we like to dine out and we like an experience, right? We like to go to fancier places. We like to feel the ambiance and the atmosphere, okay? There's a Caribbean place, an Afro-Caribbean place down here too that I want to try. Like, I live in a pretty, like, I can get, what is that? Not Benihana. Why am I drawing a blank on it? It's called Shogun. Why am I drawing? Hibachi. So I can get hibachi. I can go to, oh, maybe I'll go to Asiana too. That's the spot. There's an Asian place. There's a Spanish tapas place. There's pubs everywhere. There's Greek. There's a little cafe. There's Maple Table, which is more farm to table. So I don't really care for that one though. I'm not even gonna lie. Waffles were not even warm and they were light skinned. So I don't know about that. I do not know about that. So yeah. I'm tired. Getting close to bedtime. See, I don't want to go too early though, because that's when I wake up. And then I'm up for hours and then I go back to sleep. But this Threads training is really good. In fact, let me look over at my Threads account. I'm kind of out of funny things or things to say tonight, though, so I don't know what to say on Threads. So I'm just going to engage with people. One of my friends is talking about starting another 5-day metabolic reset. So I'm going to say, way to go, girl. Go get it, all of it. Ooh, this is good. People aren't addicted to social media. They want community. Let me pull out my Blair Warren quote. Y'all know I'm always going to quote Blair Warren. People will do anything for those. As Blair Warren said, people will do anything. I can do anything. Okay. Remember at the start of IG, before it was infested with coaches and salesy nonsense, and you'd post a poorly cropped photo of your ham and cheese croissant with the Valencia filter and caption it current view, and someone you spoke to maybe 3 to 4 times per year would comment with hell yeah, and you'd reply thanks, it was pretty tasty. I miss that. That was the good internet. This is the bad internet. but that's some good storytelling. I should put, you can download my conversion catalyst checklist, but I won't. Say it loud. The algorithm isn't against you. Your content just sucks. Oh, this is good. Being a Christian means aligning your beliefs with scripture, not twisting scripture to fit your beliefs. Oh my God, so good and true, all caps. Having freedom, money, and happiness. Yes. See, threads can be fun. If you're selling on threads, just sell. You don't have to trick people. Oh yeah. Be true. Boo. If you're not mentally available for content creation and visibility opportunities, you will do everything in your power to sabotage your own efforts before you can make it happen for real. You need to first make it happen in your mind. That is with all things. Create it in your mind first. So be it, and so shall it be. Boom. Shakalaka. Oh my God, that makes me want to, for some reason, watch Richard Pryor busting loose. Oh, yes. Content leads to conversations, leads to sales. I actually have an entire framework built around this. Yes. Yeah. The people who say it's the algorithm, not your content, don't seem to understand that user behavior rules the algorithm. The algorithm will show your content if people watch it. So then that means you create content that people watch. We do get it. You don't. I'm gonna hold your hand as I say this. You're not going to change the world. Posting once a week. Facts on facts on facts. Ooh, Threads is hot tonight. Threads is lit. If you're seeing this, I hope you suddenly attract 15,000. I believe it and receive it. In the mighty name of Jesus, I do. Normalize $1 million day. Hey, I will take it. $1 million day come my way. Let's go. Let's get it. Okay. See, I don't like these gaslighting posts. Don't act like you didn't see this post. I said God will provide for you. Like, that's just, I like me better with Jesus. Aw. Business credit is everything. My place is in my business name. Yes. That is my next move. I got a sale, I got a sale, I got a sale. Hey, congratulations. Let me find a GIF, a GIF. Leonardo DiCaprio, I love it. So yeah, the Threads training in BPU is really good. It will help you. I've actually got to go back through it because what they do too is they have conversations over on IG. So they might start a conversation over on Threads, and because Threads doesn't have Messenger, you have to take the conversation over to IG. So yeah, I gotta get with that. And the person responded to my comment about Blair Warren. Thank you. That quote is everything when it comes to community building and marketing. I don't even know who Blair Warren is, to be honest with you, but I always know that quote. Let's do that. Who is Blair Warren? Who is? An author. Author of the One Sentence Persuasion course. Okay, so an advertising and copy person, which is what I thought. I do want to ask ChatGPT though, where that quote comes from. So was it in this book, One Sentence Persuasion course? Okay, so it comes from the One Sentence Persuasion course by Blair Warren. Okay, I'm going to go to Amazon right now. One Sentence Persuasion course by Blair Warren. Oh, it's only $3.99 on Kindle. Ooh, David Garfinkel, he writes really good. So you know what? I gotta find out where my new Gary Vee book is too. So there's the Persuasion Story Code, the magic of conversational storytelling. Okay, so we're gonna get both of these. I'm just gonna go ahead and add them both to my Kindle right now. Okay, got one down, got to do the other one too. Hypnotic Writing is another great one. I've got so many advertising and copy books. Put some over there. So I'm always reading, and the great thing now is like you can go into ChatGPT and have it write you like cliff notes, summaries, and you know what exactly you need to take away and what you're, you know, and write you an action plan. So yeah, on Threads you definitely want to be engaging. Engagement is key over on Threads. They always say congratulations. Hotel out for a vacation. Ooh, we got a new lead. New lead just came in for the DBA sneak peek out of Shreveport, Louisiana. Okay. And so when my leads come in for like the DBA sneak peek, they go through an email sequence. And so I probably need to look at this sequence and make sure that, because I want to get that out to like 15 different emails that they get over the course of like, 45 days, probably 20 over 60 days to really, nurture the lead, right? So you're telling stories, you're sharing successes and social proof over that time period. You're, sending them to content, watch videos, read blog posts, even third-party articles, and that, just so that they get to know you and get comfortable, right? And because people do business with those they know, like, trust, and remember, and that's why you want them on your email list. Some of y'all you're just going straight for the sale, which you just don't have Like if you got an email list of 100,000 people, then yeah, just go for the sale. But if you got an email list of 30 people, baby, you need to grow your email list, right? Like, I don't like my email list to be under 5,000 people. Like, I really prefer, I want to get it back up to 7,000. But I'd rather it be 5,000, 4,000, 3,000, or even 2,000, as long as they're qualified. You know, they're quality leads, not trash leads. So, and I tend to get a lot of good leads because I've got a podcast, another podcast interview on Thursday. So I go on these podcasts, I go on these virtual summits, and then, you know, they always say, well, where can people find you? And then I say, oh, I brought a free gift. And then people sign up for the free gift. So very excited about that. So let's look and see where we at. Okay, about 10 more minutes and I'm gonna get off of here. And 10 minutes usually turns into 20 or 30, so. Okay. Welcome, Pretty Skin Pro. Welcome. I'm reminded I got a beauty payment today. I got a beauty affiliate payment today. So that and DBA, that Build a Beauty Business module, is fire. It is absolutely fire. And they just made it even more fire by adding a module on lashes. So super excited. And like I've said before, it's a lot of the things that I did because I'm not a makeup artist, I'm not an esthetician, I'm not a hairstylist, but I was a product specialist, right? I knew the products really well. Not out the gate, I learned them. I made myself learn them and be able to educate on them and show people how I use them. You can build an audience just literally by taking off your makeup every day and doing your skincare routine. And the side effect of that is you get really great skin. You get really great skin when you do that. So, you know, I would do the sped up videos, the video in reverse of me taking my makeup off, you know, and you put it to a trending sound and you just get creative with it. And sometimes you show the product, sometimes you don't. You can even teach people, so many people don't know the proper way to apply eye cream and where to apply it. I've done videos where I took the background out of one of those vectors that show the diagram for how to roll your face, right? How to use a facial roller. Let me see. I don't have Pinterest on my iPad. Facial roller. Let's see if I can find that. It's going to be way down here. I may not be able to find it. Actually, sometimes I just go to Google to find my stuff. That's annoying. So crazy. Sometimes you can optimize your content and it just still doesn't come up. Hey y'all, hey, come on in. We're talking about DBA and how you can, specifically the beauty module, and how I have built a successful beauty business over the years with content. We were also going through threads and talking about how there's a great threads module inside of BPU, Business Pro University. Oh man, we gotta go back. We're going back and back and back and back and back. It's a really cool video though. We're getting close. I'm also going to look at the keywords in that, maybe change some of the keywords so that I don't have to scroll and scroll and scroll to find it. I should be able to say, this is what I'm looking for, and it comes up. We're almost there. Almost there. And the great thing with skincare and beauty, you can do a lot of that in your stories and then just turn your stories into reels. But this was like, oh, I'm so creative. Here it is right here. So how to use the quartz facial roller. And so you can see that I took that diagram, took the background off of it and put it over my face so you can see the directions. And then I roll it. Looking like my daddy. And then I'm listing the benefits on the screen as I do it. So you can see in the beginning, showing the direction, okay? So I was like, everybody has this diagram out there. How can I make my content stand out? How can I make my content? Okay, so I think I see one thing that I'm gonna change. I say how to use a quartz roller. I think I'm gonna say how to use a quartz facial roller. Okay. Where did everything go? There we go. And then I show the products to use it with, okay? So let's rewind this. You can see real quick. So you can have a lot of fun with beauty content. It does not have to get old. It does not have to get boring at all. I might update this and redo this. Man, I look like my daddy. That is so crazy. That's what they say about the oldest daughter. Let's see, do I talk over this? No, it's just music. But when I create content like this is why I have customers who spend thousands of dollars a year because of content like this. They appreciate that content. The content is educating them. They know what to do. They're better satisfied, and a better satisfied customer is a loyal, repeat customer. Content is customer service. You have to understand that if you create content as customer service, you don't want to just create content to get new customers. You want to create content for your existing customers. If you are not getting repeat customers, it's because you're only creating content to get new customers. You're not creating content to not only keep customers, but get them to try and buy new products. Oh my God, you're getting me passionate. Okay? You don't want to just create content to get new customers. It is so much easier to get an existing customer to spend more money with you than it is to get a new customer. I'm not saying it's either or. I'm saying it's and. You want to do both. So at least once or twice a week, you want to create content for your existing customers. You want to create content to attract new people to you. But that is still separate from creating content specifically to present a solution and solve it and close the sale, right? And so that's why I have things like the content masterclass. Oh my God, every time I see this Italian grinder, but y'all be doing too much with pasta. Like Caesar salad pasta, like why? Why? As a salad girl, why? Why would you do that? There's just no need for that. That's just offensive. Okay? Homemade peach ice cream. My brother wants to make that again. Oh, so where are we at? Where are we at? All right, so DBA. You can join DBA, and you can join DBA for $111 for Volume 1. Volume 2 is the better option, okay? Volume 2 is the better option. If you go to the link in my bio and click that third button, that is DBA. Both options are on there. Volume 1 is at the bottom because Volume 2 is the better buy. Volume 2 comes with Volume 1 anyway. If you buy them separately, you're going to spend $333. If you just go straight and buy Volume 2, you're only going to spend $222, okay? Because I cannot sell Volume 2 for less than $222, and I cannot sell it without Volume 1. It is already attached. So you are much better off to just go for Volume 2. And to make it easier for you, you can just spend $55.55 on Volume 2 if you select Klarna or Afterpay as your payment option, okay? In fact, more, now actually, I've probably been about 50-50. I've probably been about 50-50. I do have people who just paid for it. Hey girl, hey, Portia, I see you girl, hey. So let's see what else is going on over here on Threads. So DBA it's the bomb. It is the bomb, right? Even with my education and my work experience, there is so much value in DBA. This Build a Bomb brand is a $2,000 course in and of itself. Hey girl, hey. What you up to tonight? I'm getting ready to get off of here soon. I am tired. Okay. So they just added how to launch to DBA because again, it is customer service, right? Some of your customer service issues, if you have them, are because you're not creating the content, right? So for example, the skincare, right? So I woke up to a sale to money from skincare sales today, right? So the cleanser comes in a package that has a window so you can see how much is left in there. You also can unscrew the top and there's more product down in there so your product can last a little bit longer, right? Educating people on like auto replenishment, right? That they'll get an email 3 days prior, okay? Because they get a 10% discount. So creating content about that and reminding people that they can change the date and show them how, but they can't keep changing it out to the future forever because, you know, because of different rules, they can't do that. So at some point it will just cancel, right? And what are the risks of canceling? Well, there may be things that they don't qualify for, like their annual perks if they don't, and I'm not even up to date on all that because like I said, I don't even actively promote it because the great thing is the company that I'm an affiliate of, they actually send out emails and text messages too. So even if I'm not emailing them, it's not that big of a deal, but I keep that email list and I own that email list because I can present them with other offers, not just, you know, skincare and beauty, but I can also send them, you know, things about business or, you know, making money opportunities just to see who's interested. And then that's where you break off and you segment your list and you only talk to those people who are interested. Told you it was going to be already past how long I said I would be on here, so I'm only going to be on here about 7 more minutes and then I'm going to go. Okay, so if you want DBA while I'm live, you can get it for $111 for Volume 1, but the better buy is Volume 2, which is only $222, and you can select Klarna and get it split up into 4 payments. And I don't know how it works, but if you log into your Klarna or whatever, you can actually split it up into more payments if you choose to, which would make it lower. And the great thing about that is you actually get access to, and you can resell the entire thing from the giddy up, from the jump. So, you know, you can join and because I did that with BPU. Actually, I did it with DBA too. I joined DBA for $27 and made $1,000 before my second payment, because you make your first payment that day. So yeah, I made $1,000 before I even made my second payment. I think I just made the third payment Monday. So yeah. Actually, I paid it early. And I know I'm gonna pay the fourth payment probably by Friday. Just get it knocked out of the way, because I don't know. I'm so competitive, even when it comes to stuff like that. I like to just pay it off early, get it paid, get it out of the way. So yeah, I tell you, digital marketing, once you acquire that skill set, you will never go broke. You will never be broke again another day in your life, especially when you have a high converting viral offer like DBA. DBA is a viral offer. It is a viral offer. I have videos that are getting views because I optimize them for DBA keywords, and DBA people are searching for it. They want to learn more about it. They want to know more. Every time I go to this app, I got notifications. I don't know, I think their reporting is off, because this can't be right. That is so weird. Yeah, how can it have more likes than it has views? And it's ranking. Yeah, something's off. Something is amiss. Something is amiss. All right, I think I'm gonna get ready to go now. Actually, let me do something. Did I send it to the wrong person? Maybe I sent it to the wrong person. It's all right. So I'm gonna go now. I will chat with y'all tomorrow. You can still get DBA, the third link, on the link in my bio.